King pawn versus king. Opposition and outflanking. Please watch the first video before this one. In this example, the black king is in the imaginary square, and hence if the pawn run, black king will catch the pawn before promotion. Now king's support is needed to help pawn to promote. In order for the white to win, the white king should be in front of the pawn. Not to the side or back of the pawn, but to the front, otherwise black will force stalemate. In this example, white is able to get to the front of pawn. Now it uses the technique called opposition to drive away the black queen. In this example, black does not allow the white queen to come to the front of the pawn. Black will now move to the front of the pawn and force stalemate. If the black queen gets in the line or file of pawn and white queen not able to get to the front, then it will be a draw or stalemate. Stalemate. In this example, white is able to get to the front, but black also gets into the line of pawn. Then, white uses the technique called outflanking to drive the black king away. Important thing to note here is that you will not move to the line of pawn unless black gets into the line of pawn. If you get in the line of pawn, then black will give opposition, and at some point you will have to bring the king by the side of pawn or behind it, which will result in stalemate. You will get into the line of pawn only when black enters the line first. And when black king moves to one side, you go the opposite side, one square ahead, to outflank. Don't push the pawn now, as king will then be at the side of the pawn, and as we have seen, black can get into the line and stalemate easily. Now white queen gets into the line as black enter the pawn line. Outflanking. Special rule applies for pawn in the A file and H file. If the black pawn gets into the line of pawn, then it is going to be draw or stalemate. So white will not let queen come to that file using opposition. In this example, black queen manages to enter the line of pawn and hence it will be a draw or stalemate. Also, outflanking is not possible as there is only one side to the A file and H file. Stalemate. Thank you for watching and please subscribe for new endgame lessons.